Hey church, Pastor Cory here. I have another passage that I would love to share with you today, and it's really the story of the manna and the quail in Exodus chapter 16. And so what happens in this chapter is it's after the Red Sea's been parted and the Israelites are wandering through the desert still. And what happens is they're getting hungry. Why? Because in a desert, there's not a lot of food around. So these guys are getting really hungry. They're grumbling. They're getting angry. They're saying, "Where is God? He delivered us from Egypt, and now we're starving." And the Israelites actually say, "At least we had food to eat in Egypt. Here we have nothing." And so what's interesting is that God comes to Moses and he says, "I hear your people's grumbling, and here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to provide food for you and for your people." And in fact, God says this. I really love how he says it in verse 4. He says, "I will rain down bread from heaven for you." I will rain down bread from heaven for you. And so God instructs the Israelites on what to do. You know, we can read that out of the dew of the earth comes the manna that they eat, and there's this huge flock of quail that come in, and they're able to eat it. And so all the requests of the Israelites are getting fulfilled. They have food to eat. There's water to drink. Everything that they might need to survive in the desert is there. But something's interesting. God tells them exactly to take as much as they need, not what they want. But not every Israelite listens to this. And so we read in the story that several Israelites go out and they collect more than they need. They collect too much. And so before the end of the day is up, the extra food is nasty, it smells, it's got maggots in it, which bugs are just gross. I mean, there is nothing worse than when you're at a barbecue and that fly decides to land right in your barbecue and starts doing the backstroke. Like, that's not fun. That's just disgusting. So imagine the food you're supposed to eat has maggots in it, right? And so what's interesting is that they learn from this, and the following days they only take what they need. And I think there's a principle that we're supposed to pull out here. I think the principle is that we're just supposed to rest in the gift and the blessing that God gives us. We're not supposed to try and take extra. We shouldn't try and take advantage of it. We want to, because in our minds we're seizing an opportunity. But the reality is that the Israelites were doing that, and it ended up going to waste. They needed to learn just to rest and know that the Lord was going to provide what they need. So church, I want to encourage you today. When you see that the Lord is providing for you, whether it's in a desert or whether it's in an oasis, right? Wherever God is providing you, I want to encourage you. Take what he's giving to you. Rest in it. Be thankful for it. And follow what the gift giver wants you to do. And when you do that, I think you're going to see that he's going to provide for you in incredible ways. The blessing is actually going to be greater than it ever could have been. And you're going to find your fulfillment in him. God bless, church. Have a good one.